Podcast downloads are more valuable than YouTube views. This is actually something that was found in a new study by Oxford Road. But there is a glaring issue with this data. And it's actually something that Oxford Road acknowledged when they released the study. So let's get into it. What is the issue with this? Well, the problem is that all of this data was relying upon promo code usage. So they were measuring every time that somebody went to a website, made a purchase using a promo code. Now, the issue with that is that podcasting has been using promo codes for a lot longer. So viewers and audiences are more likely to use promo codes when they're listening to a podcast versus YouTube. So is there any way that we could get around this to really find that answer for whether podcast downloads are better than YouTube views? The short answer is yes, but it's going to be difficult. And that's because currently YouTube doesn't allow for pixel tracking. Pixels are the best way to understand how viewers are going from watching something to making a purchase. And that's because you can track their entire process of going from watching something to the website, clicking around, and finally making a purchase. But YouTube currently doesn't offer that. And that means that there is an information vacuum that is creating a lot of misinformation out there. This is leading to less money for you. Why? Because understandably, advertisers, when they have this information, are wanting and expecting lower CPMs for YouTube views than podcast downloads. Now, it's possible that that's for good reason, and that podcast downloads truly are more valuable than YouTube views. But currently, that's mainly a hypothesis and not something that we actually have validated. So what we need to do is that we need to push YouTube to include pixel tracking, or at least something similar, so that we can actually get to the heart of the matter and identify whether YouTube views are equal or lesser than podcast downloads. Because all of this should just be data that is readily available. So what can you do? Well, the best thing you can do right now is reach out to YouTube. Make your voice heard. You can also share this video. It's really important to get this information out there. And finally, you can scan this QR code, which will take you to a form where you can get more information from Oxford Road about ways that you can make a difference right now.